A great big spicy hello to all my favorite listeners out there. This is Diana Price, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, where we're here every Tuesday from 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and you get to talk to actually learn from the who's who in the seat. And you know what the SEAT is? The SEAT is an acronym for speakers, entrepreneurs, executives, authors, and thought leaders. And we have a thought leader, a speaker, an entrepreneur, internationally famous, amazing lady today. So you may as well sit back and relax and enjoy this. I'm about to introduce a lady that is beautiful, brilliant, and blonde. Can you stand it? Does that all go together or what?
We're going to have fun today, people.
We're gonna have a lot of fun today on Diana's Spicy Business Talk. So guess what? I want to just get right into it because we want you to know all about the topic. If you saw the post today, you know we're going to be talking about how are you going to get from here to your maximum potential. And I got to tell you, this lady, Eli Davidson, what a brilliant lady. And there's so many things that I want to tell you about her. But first of all, she took her own business from $4,000 a month to $100,000 a day. She's been featured on the Today Show. She's been featured on Dr. Phil, CNN, and she had this, I think she had a challenge. She's going to tell you a little bit more about this challenge. She had this challenge where she had to make this guy, I think she had to turn him around, and this guy made more money in, 3 weeks than everybody does in 3 years, but we're going to let her tell you a little bit more about that. So join me in welcoming the brilliant, the beautiful, the gorgeous Eli Davidson!
Can I just move in? I think everybody should have an alarm clock that's how you wake up in the morning. Yes, we can do this.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
I know
you.
our paths crossed a couple years ago, so it's really good to...
So you interviewed me when I spoke at the California Women's Conference. So it's great to see you again.
Yes, at the California Women's Conference a long time ago. So I want to drill down into your background before we start asking you to share such amazing things that you do. So I know you've been on CNN. I know you've been on the Today Show. You're just internationally famous on media. Give us a little bit about your background.
If you're somebody that has had challenges or you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth, I can relate because I grew up.
Yes.
I grew up on a gravel road on a farm in Bucyrus, Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
So that means there wasn't even enough money for them to pave the road. It was so lonely where I lived. Just seeing a car drive by, literally seeing a car drive by, we would all run in the front yard and wave. Wow, there's a car. Wow. So, really everything I've done, I'm self-taught. And it's really about each of us coming into that value that we have inside of us and having ourselves flourish to the biggest potential, because it really does come from the inside out. But if you think you can just think positive thoughts and have a wildly successful business, ain't gonna happen.
That's not good enough. It doesn't.
No, you really
work
need
like
specific tactics.
Yeah.
So the combination of applying science-based formulas that work time and time again, that have been studied at Stanford and Harvard and University of Penn and Wharton, and combining that with the inner work. So really doing both the inner work of really having ourselves flourish internally, and then having this business tactics to really put that into action. That's the key.
And you mentioned something at the very beginning of that paragraph. You said the core. And the core, if you have core values, if it really comes authentically within you, you have a baseline.
Yeah.
So tell us how you teach.
Well, the
core values, or is that a part of?
Oh, it's a huge power. And you know what's interesting? So when we come into the deepest value of who we are, that is when we tap into really what's most of value within us. And frankly, that's the thing everybody else wants.
Yeah.
When we're trying to be fake, when we're trying to, make ourselves look or be like somebody else, or how we think we should be, it isn't going to happen. When we really flourish is when we allow ourselves to listen and take action.
Listen. Does anybody teach listening? Listening.
Actually, that's one of the things that is part of the Flourish formula, because there's an entirely new way to listen, and it's not with your ears. So listening with your ears is old school, and there's a huge amount of research, and one of the pieces of the program that we teach entrepreneurs to double and triple their incomes is learning how to listen without your ears.
Without your ears.
When you start
That's
listening,
called flourishing.
Yes. When you start listening to the emotion that's happening behind the words is when you can create remarkable results. So, for instance, when people buy something, it's not because of their brain.
Oh, no.
It's because there's a lot of neuroscience out about this now. We make decisions because of our emotions. And people just don't have the tools to learn how do you listen to something past the words.
Emotions drive us. I mean, why would I want to like when I go shopping, when I want something, I don't do it because I need it. I go and I look and I'm going, ooh, I think I like that.
Yeah,
and need it or not.
Yeah, and I mean, this is so fascinating because this is backed up by neuroscience.
It is.
And the people that think that they're studying the data and they're running the numbers, it's frankly an illusion, because really the people that we know, like, and trust, a huge amount of that is because of our connection, our relationship. So that's one of the elements of the Flourish formula.
What's your background? Because that relationship, that interaction, that really hits home for me. That hits home. Those are the kind of things that, I don't know if I told you, I've got a book called RISC, R-I-S-C, which is the acronym for Radio Interview Success Code. And it's all about you can't be just good at what you do. You have to be great. And what you're talking about is the relationships, the core values. What is your actual background in business, in personal development? Because you have you could have probably a book of, a whole book filled with your bio. And I'd love to just share a little bit more, because evidence-based is key. And I hear you keep saying that. And I do that as well. So tell us a little bit more about your background.
I went to Sarah Lawrence and got my bachelor's degree, and I have a master's degree in spiritual psychology.
Oh, my God.
So Iyanla Van Zant was my classmate.
Oh,
and,
my God.
I'm going to do a moment of bragging. I was student of the year before Iyanla was student of the year. So that's part of my training. So and I'm a huge believer that if it really works, then there can be science to back it up. So I'm very blessed that from the, that I do the research to make sure it's not just me talking about it, but there's that's
important.
Yeah,
that's important. So.
And then as far as my business, I am a self-taught business strapping entrepreneur. I started my first company with $17 and a glue gun and a kitchen table. Like, I would glue flowers on anything and take them out and trot them out and sell them. And I took that business from $17 to $1.5 million in retail sales. And I made every mistake. And that's why. Well, and that's why I'm so passionate about mentorship, because when I invested in a mentor in my business is when I really when my growth just skyrocketed. And now I'm very honored that I get to work with very elite business owners to have them double and triple their income.
You know what? You are a blessing to all of us to have you, to have your background, to have your passion and the spirit that you really that really drives you. Who do you work with? Tell us some of the before you do that, I come back to that question, but we want to know about this 3 weeks that you turned around this guy on the Dr. Phil show.
That was actually CNN.
Phil? Was it CNN? Okay.
So CNN
was that all about?
So CNN heard that I was a reinvention expert. That's one of the pieces that I do.
Okay.
And so they contacted me because they had been tracking a man who'd been looking for a job for 3 years.
Wow.
3 years they had been tracking Ernie Casillas. And you can watch this, go to CNN or go to my website, EliDavidson.com.
Did you get that? EliDavidson.com. That's her website.
EliDavidson.com.
That's
EliDavidson.com. Yes. So basically they brought me in to reinvent his life. And they said, and literally you can see this on the show, they say,
cool.
We are giving you 30 days and we're holding your feet to the fire.
Okay.
So believe me, I did not sleep a lot that month because I had 30 days to reinvent a life. And initially they thought, let's see if he can go out and get a job. And that just was never going to happen.
He didn't.
So I just said, instead of getting a job, let's just start a business. So what I did with him was, and this is a program that's available for small business owners. So put yourself in these shoes if you're a small business owner. So within everyone is what I call your diamond business. So a diamond is the most condensed form of value on the planet. So meaning a diamond is the most condensed form of wealth on the planet. Now the problem with
more diamonds.
Exactly.
We want diamonds.
We want more diamond businesses.
Yes.
Because when you're out there selling a piece of coal, it looks like everything else.
Yes.
But when you're out in a bunch of coal and you're selling a diamond, oh boy, you get top dollar and you stand out.
Yes.
So one of the things in my program is to really find out what is the diamond inside of your business.
So how?
Because we can't read the label from inside the jar.
Yes,
so here's what I do.
Okay.
So here's what. So essentially, what that is you solve an urgent, pervasive, expensive problem for your clients. An urgent, pervasive, expensive problem. Every business solves a problem. So right now, our radio show is solving a problem of giving people great business advice, and they don't have to leave their home.
That's right.
A restaurant solves the problem of you're really hungry and you're a long way from your kitchen. So literally every business solves a problem. Right. But when you make it solve an urgent, pervasive, expensive problem, that's when it's not a piece of coal, it's a diamond because people really need it.
They really need it.
So here's the thing. This gentleman...
I like that.
Makes sense?
It makes a lot of good sense.
So... with his business, he had been a mortgage broker, but it was when everything kind of collapsed. So we had to find out what was the problem that he could solve that was urgent, pervasive, and expensive. Now, if you're at home and you're doing this with us, and I love to have you do this with us, so do this with us. You've already done the heavy lifting. So literally, we're just going to look at what are the problems you're already solving that are urgent, pervasive, and expensive. Now, here's the piece for the people that can pay you.
Now we're talking.
Now, that's the piece so many people forget.
You have to know your audience and your target market.
Thank you. Hello, I'm doing a whole program on this Thursday.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about
me. Yeah, that's right.
All right. So we're back. So we're in your business. So what is the problem that you solve? Okay. So for him, he he had been volunteering because he loved computers and he really liked working with people that were a little older than him. So he was already doing that because he loved computers.
That's what he did. That's
right?
good.
So really what we did was find out what did something that he was already talented at, where was that a diamond instead of a piece of coal? So he went from mortgage guy that liked to play with computers to taking that talent. And so what he did was he became the computer doctor, taking computers that speak English and making them speak Spanish for small business owners that only spoke Spanish.
Oh my God!
Don't you see why? Hello,
I see
hello.
where you're going
So if
with
you're
that.
look.
Yeah.
If you're a small business owner and you don't have a teen living in your house,
a teen
living in your house,
or
and
nerd.
you get this computer, and it speaks English, but you habla español, what are you going to do? And you've got a business, and you're still writing it on pieces of paper. Is it worth it for you to spend $1,000 to get your business up on a computer? So he had not made any money for 3 years, and he made $1,000 3 times in 3 weeks.
Oh my God. What did you have him do? How did you, you first said, what can you do? You identified his skill set.
Diamond. But it's really important. This is the piece his diamond, the thing that's most valuable. And that's the key.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's the business? What's the diamond business inside of what you do? And then here's the next piece. Who's that going to be really valuable for? Who will really go,
oh, yeah.
I can't wait to pay you $1,000.
Exactly.
Can you be here today?
Exactly.
Because it's solving an expensive problem. All those people that aren't using a computer in their business and they have no way to get it going, it is so worth $1,000.
Yes.
We should have upped it to $1,500.
Yes.
Well, that would have been the next step, but yeah.
Yeah. So this guy now has a business because of you.
That happens a lot.
That happens a lot. And how is he doing today?
We'll have to check up with him. I haven't talked to him in a while. You know what? This is really fun. I will talk about a client that I just finished with.
Okay.
And give a shout out to Val Neighbors. So
hi, Val.
Yeah, hey, Val. Hey, Val. Shout out to you on the radio. She's going to love this. So Val came to me about 2.5 months ago. And is a super talented businesswoman, and she started a new business because she really has the calling to really empower people in her industry, in the home health care industry.
Oh, good.
And what's great is that she is implementing the tools that I have given her. And I saw she just posted on Facebook that in implementing what she's done, she's brought in $36,000 of sales in under 2 months.
$36,000 in 2 months.
And that's very typical.
You are making your clients flourish. You are making your clients flourish. And that's
what
really
it's about. Thank
worthy.
you.
You are listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio on rmconlive.com, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pit Bull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Welcome back. This is Diana Price, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We are here today, and we're in a different time today because, we're normally here at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and today we started a little early because we have a wonderful person in the seat. We have the who's who of speakers, entrepreneurs, executives, authors, and thought leaders. We have Miss Eli Davidson, and she's giving us some valuable content that you will not want to miss. We've been talking about how she has just brought so many of her clients from rags to riches. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Well, you know what? Actually, it's not rags to riches.
It's not. Okay.
It's really, well, in some cases it is. But you know what? You've got to have a success muscle. And
Yes.
that's the thing I would really like to talk about in taking yourself from where you are to your potential.
Great.
So with the Flourish formula, there is a fertilizer. And the fertilizer is what we call the success factor.
The success factor.
Now, what's so cool about this, you guys, is that it's not personal growth. This is also something that's been studied. So what's really cool is that there are dynamics inside yourself that every really successful person has. And so they've literally studied what is it that makes people a real success. Now, what's really interesting and really so helpful, particularly for a blonde, is that it goes past work.
Yeah, it does.
Hard work.
Yeah.
IQ. The success factor goes, it trumps hard work and IQ.
Hard work and IQ. That's
So meaning this is more effective to have you really reach exactly what you want, where you want to go with your potential. So if you're, not the smartest person on the block and you're not the hardest working person on the block, this is really an element. And part of it, so I'll just talk about this.
I was just going to say, I want to know all about this.
So
Step by step.
Studies have shown that when you've got the success factor, which is, by the way, it has elements. It's multifaceted. That you're 40% more likely to get a promotion, and 10% more engaged in everything that you do.
When you use the success factor that you are speaking about.
Exactly. So the first element of that is being focused.
Oh, that's the...
So really, and this ties into getting your target market. The first step of the success factor is focus.
It's so easy to get off track.
Well, it's the number one reason that small businesses fail is that we get out of focus, that we're not just laser focused on the people we serve.
We have these bright and shiny things
All
getting
the
in the way
time.
all the time.
So that's a business problem, but
Yeah.
it's also an internal problem.
Yeah.
So what's really great is
you
that
hit the nail right on the head because it comes from right here. Go ahead.
and it takes a
It's
lot
internal.
of courage
Yeah.
to have the courage to focus on being devoted to your clients. Because we live in a world of distraction. We live in a world of, all these bright, shiny objects.
Right. Microwave,
So,
give it to me
yeah,
right now.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So focusing again on your diamond clients because they have the money to pay you and you're of service to them. And do you see how if you were a Spanish-speaking small business owner that wanted to get your business more effective, like $1,000 a day, like
that's
no
low-hanging fruit.
problem.
Just grab it.
Hello.
Yeah.
3 clients in 3 weeks in a startup business.
Amazing.
And so the
Yeah.
reason it goes so fast is because it's focused on the people
How
that
did
need
you
it.
focus him? What did you do to focus him? Because it had been 3 years. He had to have been doing something.
Okay, it was not easy. Let's face it. Sorry, Ernie, but oh man, that was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
And I mean, that's the reason that I work with established women and men business owners because you have to have that first piece of like, are you focused enough to move to that
on.
next?
Yeah.
So the next piece is that you need to focus your brain. So
Those brain cells have to be active.
yeah. And so there's a great study out of Stanford about our brain and how we can really have our brain be more focused. So an exercise for you guys to use at home is I will, I won't, and I want.
I will, I won't, and I want.
Exactly.
I will, I won't, and I won't.
Right. So as far as your focus, I will make 5 sales calls today. So you really
I will make 5 sales calls. That has to be at the top priority.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I would actually prefer I will speak.
I like that.
Much better. I will speak to 5 decision makers.
That's really
Much better.
Spot on.
You know, it's like, who cares if you call 5 people? You could call your aunt.
Yeah.
But really to create your goals so that they're focused on the result you want to produce. So that's a huge element in the Flourish formula.
I like that.
Focus on the results you want to produce. So that's I will.
Okay.
The second piece is I won't, because we all have bad habits. I've got a ton of them myself. So believe me, I'm working with this and probably will be a student of all of this until the day I die.
Precisely.
So I won't. It's like I won't do negative thinking. I won't get disappointed if I make a sales call and it doesn't work out. I won't spend 2 hours on Facebook. You know, so literally like what are the won'ts?
Yes.
So I will, the actions you'll take, I won't. And then I want. This is such a key element in the success factor, because for you to really flourish, you need to have the goals that make your heart sing. And a lot of people choose goals just because they think they should. And look, I've done it. You know, I'll make $1 million. Yeah. I sold $1 million of coaching sales in the last 2 years combined. Yes. I'm in the top 0.0001% of the profession. And what I realized, to be really authentic, oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous as this is going to be in front of 1,000,005 people.
To be really authentic.
You know what? It's not about the money. And it's so much about the service, but you know what?
I'm so glad you said that.
You know, what I really realized is that I wanted to have a life that flourished. Yeah. So I wanted to have a relationship. I wanted to have more space in my life. So I really wanted faith, and I really wanted family. And I wanted finances, but I also wanted to create a future. I wanted to have legacy. And the last thing, baby, fun.
Oh, say them all again.
So
say them all again, because those are key.
So those are the 5 pieces
circles
of the Flourish formula.
The 5 pieces of the Flourish formula.
So it's faith, family, which includes those, you know, friends and family, and that person you love.
Oh, yes.
Which I have now. Hi, honey.
I love it.
Faith, family, finances, future.
Which faith, family, finances, future.
And fun.
How cool is that? Now, you have to have all of those as...
I mean, that's really what your what is. That's really
is
like,
that your what?
You know, I will, I won't, and I want.
Okay.
So,
one of the things
that
5 things.
Yeah. So literally allow yourself to not get abducted by a goal that doesn't have that in it.
Okay.
I mean, my life looks really different than it did last year, because it's like I want more time in my spiritual practice. You know, I've met a man that I just absolutely love. So I don't really want to be on planes, except when it's really a big speech. Yeah. You know, I really am deeply passionate about helping create a future for our world. Yeah. So that's the future. And then finances, like generating finances that's really in alignment and really aligned. and that's super, super, believe me, that's still really, really profitable, and that's aligned with all the other elements. And then, baby, I want to have fun.
Hello.
If it's not fun, I don't want to do it.
I get that completely. I get that. So I like that. It's almost like, those are the 5 F's of flourish. The 5 F's of flourish. I love that. That is so
And what's
cool.
so beautiful is that when you're really aligned as a small business owner and give yourself the ability to not, because look, I have to say for years, my business was my boyfriend.
See? That
my business was my boyfriend. I could come back and do a whole show on my business was my boyfriend.
Oh, how many of us could do that?
I'm busting myself. My business was my boyfriend. And
how did you get out of your business being your boyfriend? What did you do? How did you move back? How did you get some more family fun and all this great stuff?
I made a commitment to flourish.
When you make a commitment to flourish, you have a balance.
And you can't do it by yourself.
And you can't do it by
yourself. I wish you could because we, particularly as women, it's so easy for us to get off track because, and I'm going to do some more science.
Good.
So men have different ways of viewing the world and interacting with the world. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that? Of course they do.
Right. So men have single focus. So so literally they see straight ahead. They see straight ahead.
Yeah.
So I always say, like, if you're a woman and your man is in the refrigerator looking for some ketchup and it's right here and he can't see it.
He can't see it.
Now you know why. Because
he's like just
he has targeted
on.
focus. Now so women, we have what's called perceptive. We have a wide perception. So we have perceptive vision. So that literally means we see out the sides of our heads so easy. So when we go into the refrigerator and the ketchup is right here, we can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
There we go.
We can see all those other things on the view, on the side, on the middle, in the side, in the back. We can see even in the back of our head.
Right.
But
so
we
that's
see
why we
the
need,
ketchup as well.
That's why we need to have a community.
Yes.
We need that community so that we stay on track to flourish.
Yes. That makes so much sense. And it also, you're kind of saying that, was there a book called Men Are From...
Yeah. We're wired different, ladies. So, and there's a lot of research out about how women have a different way of communicating than men, and that part of the way that we relax is talking to our girls.
Yeah.
So you need a community, and that's one of the reasons I'm so thrilled to be here today, and can't wait to be on your next show. Is to really build that community of women that are absolutely here to flourish, so that we can create a future, so that we can give back, and we can't do it by ourselves.
The community. Oh, you've just really hit on so many great nuggets today. The community is something that we have to help each other with, and we have to build it, and we have to use it. And we are so thrilled to have Eli Davidson on our show today, and we're going to be right back, and we're going to be talking a lot more about how you get from here to your maximum potential. You're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Technology. Baseline. Technology. Baseline.
Hi, this is Diana Price, and you're back. We are here at RMC On Live, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. And speaking of spicy, I got a book in front of me that I've read through, and it reminds me of spicy because it's funky. It's called From Funky to Fabulous, and this is Eli Davidson's latest book. Now, the book is something that will help you get from here to your maximum potential. Got that? From here to your maximum potential. So when you look through this, you're going to see some savvy, some sassy, some great strategies that really going to help you, some nuggets just like we give you on this show that you can take away and use in your business and in your life every single day, right? Is that something? Did I say that?
You did great.
Yeah. So tell me about this book. I love that book.
So, this is really for you if you are going through a tough time and it's like you've been hearing, listen to your heart and the angels, and it's not working.
It's not working.
I mean, I lost my marriage, business, and health in 18 months. And I had $88,000 of corporate credit card debt.
$88,000.
So, man, I needed some help.
Yeah.
And I kept looking for a book that,
I love these colors.
Thank
They're
you.
so cool.
Thank you. So I was I kept hearing, love yourself.
Love yourself.
But it's but how?
Yourself. How do you love yourself?
So
I know how to love myself.
Yeah.
I used to didn't know, but tell us.
So really a lot of it is about empowering yourself. You are the mayor of Youville.
I like that.
So nobody's going to save you but you. And when you really go, inside me, I'm the boss.
Oh, hi.
That's the first piece.
Youville.
Yes, you're the mayor of Youville. And a lot of us have a lizard in our head. That reptile, that really dumb part of us is talking to us all the time. So if you are somebody that wants to go from where you are right now to your peak potential, this book won 3 National Book Awards as Motivational Book of the Year.
3 National Book Awards. There's not many books that have a National Book Award. Not just one, but 3 attached to them. So we're talking to, and you're listening to, one of the I can't say masters because that's masculine, but one of the majors, one of the absolute thought leaders. So it's so cool to know that you're self-made. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that gives a lot of us out there potential. A lot of us, and all of us always want to get to a better space, right? Mm-hmm. We don't always want to be where we are. We want to get to a better space. So as I tell you here on the show, when you bring your brain, when you actually go into the things that we teach you on the show, especially what you're hearing today, how long will it take? 3 weeks sometimes?
Well, sometimes, there are people that have taken this and I mean, the thing is, the real element of success, this is the thing that is really the piece, is having the humility to see what you can get better at and getting better at it. That's it.
That's a release.
Isn't that just so? And you can't do that from your ego.
Yeah.
Your ego is so smart. You don't need anybody to help you.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
But if you look at every single super successful person, they have had somebody that was able to help them go, this is not the area that you're strong in. Let me help you get better. Because you can't see your own blind spot.
And a mentor, like what she's talking about and what she does, it just really helps you to focus. Remember that word that she started off with today? Focus.
And focus on what you want.
Yeah.
And stay focused. I mean, I got to tell you, that is one of the main things that a mentor does, is keep you focused on what you really want. Because I'll tell you, it's so easy to get distracted. I mean, we have literally 700 times more input than we did 20 years ago.
Oh, my God.
So, of course, we're more distracted. And so, of course, it's so easy to get off track. Unless you've got somebody going, wait a minute, you said you wanted to triple your income. What are you doing going out clubbing tonight?
Hello. What are you doing watching TV? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? And we have a caller that wants
Oh,
to.
I love this.
We want a caller that wants to talk to us
Yeah.
about it. Hi, you are on Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, and we're here with the wonderful speaker, entrepreneur, author, and thought leader, Eli Davidson. Got a question, caller?
How do I get all this good stuff?
How do you get all this good stuff? Well, thank you so much for.
I'm not focused. I need help.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. So, thank you for. So, what is your focus? What do you want to focus on?
My business,
Fantastic.
my relationships, my religion, having fun.
Having fun.
Awesome. So you want to flourish. So one of the first steps for you is to focus on what you really want. Which is one of those 5 areas? What's the goal that's going to make you jump out of bed in the morning and get going?
Jump out.
Jump
Well,
out.
that's obvious when you mention the word bed, but that's okay.
Okay. Jump out of the bed. Jump out of the bed.
and focus on your business and your life now. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I've got a girl in my life now. It's a very nice lady, and that's getting things going. Yes.
So for this, I will, I won't, I want.
Oh, I love
Let's
that.
focus on what you want. What's your biggest goal?
Well, my biggest want is everything. That's the problem.
Okay, so this is great. So
This is great.
This is great. So in each one of those 5 areas, pick which is the area that has the most juice for you.
The relationship.
Okay, perfect. So the relationship has the most juice for you. So as far as a business, from a business standpoint, how are you going to make money so that you have more free time for your relationship? That would be how I would position your business to make your business serve your relationship. Like, can I give you an example in my business?
Please.
So in my business, my income pretty much came from me being on the road speaking. So I spoke for large audiences all over the world, and that's how I pretty much made my living. This year, because like you, I'm in a great relationship, I wanted to create my business really differently. So I looked at how are the ways that I can earn, really serve my clients, but do that so that I have lots more free time and stay in the city I live in. So one of the things we're doing in my business is taking the programs that I've done either one-on-one or in front of audiences, and I now do that here in LA or online. So for you, part of the I want that I would suggest for you is to look at and start getting really creative of making your business goals fertilize your relationship, fertilize your family.
Oh, that's good. Caller, could you tell us your name, caller, and where you calling from?
That's very interesting. I've listened to your entire show, and
Oh, great. Thank you.
the concept of urgency. You used a different term.
I do call urgent, pervasive, expensive. Yeah.
Okay. I do a lot of tech support work with computers, and that's urgent.
That's urgent, baby. That's urgent.
But it's not expensive usually.
All right, so here's a great thing for you. So you've got to find the people. So, for instance, and I bet you really related to that example I gave. So within what I did on CNN, we found who had the problem with computers that was expensive. This is the really big piece for them. That's the piece I'll tell you everybody misses out.
I have that. I have all the elements that you mentioned. The problem is how to protect my ideas, my development costs. I do a lot of translation of data from one accounting system to another. That's expensive. It goes for several grand. It's urgent. They want to change accounting systems for whatever reason. I'm talking to the right people, usually the business owner.
Oh, you know what? If it really is something that's an urgent, pervasive, expensive problem, it sounds like you're going to phase 2, and that would mean that you need help in learning how to close high-end sales. So that's obviously another piece of what I do. But I got to get you focused on what you're going to sell before I show you how to close high-end clients, because it sounds like your people spend multiple thousands of dollars. Yeah. So for you, since you want to protect your IT or an IP as well, I do have something called a velocity factor session.
Tell us about that.
So
What's
that's
that?
really only for established business owners. If you're starting up, it's not for you, because it's really taking someone and giving velocity to their success. So
I've been in business 20 years, and I'm at 65 years of age.
Okay, perfect. So, you've probably crossed the $100,000 line, or certainly made that in your, I mean, it's really for people that are, just craving,
Moving and shaking out there. Yeah.
And really want to implement.
And want to move more.
Yeah, they want to move more. So, yeah, it's, that somebody that has the passion to implement, but also understands if it's a business, it's going to cost you some money somewhere.
Yeah.
So on my website at Eli, E-L-I, Davidson, DAVIDSON.com, there's
it just flashed on the screen.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So you can go there to that left-hand box. It says, right there, strategy session with Eli. And that is an extensive form. It's not your name. I mean, it's right there on the left-hand side.
Yay.
So, I mean, it's not 3 questions because you apply for it because, my time is really valuable and I do this as a way to give back. But if somebody's really ready to grow their business, I have a track record of doing that. And that would give us 30 minutes on the phone to really drill down into your business.
That's so valuable. That is so valuable. So many great nuggets on her website. We're just drilling down to that website right now. Such a great
it's on
stuff.
The left over
Do you see that on the left over there? Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
So it was really interesting, caller, that you were looking at the urgency and the areas that she's been really covering today. What do you think? How do you think you can actually move forward and go with what she just told you? Is that the first step going to be good for you, like a conversation? Or is it something that
and part of it is because he wants to protect what he's doing, so for you, it sounds like you've got something that's urgent,
protect.
And you've got something, if you're moving financial data, it is pervasive. Pretty much everybody that's transferring financial data, it sounds like they're probably in a similar position. And I would think it's expensive to them if it gets corrupted or if you lose it. Is that accurate?
Of course.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised because because there are very specific ways to take what you do and polish the diamond so that people value it.
Oh, that's so
I was
important.
talking to someone last week who literally has about $2 million a year of business, and she isn't making any sales just because she doesn't know how.
She's not making any sales?
No. So, it's heartbreaking, and there's a real way, and this is another thing that's part of the Flourish formula that we call ethical sales.
Oh, yeah.
And ethical sales is
Absolutely.
not pushing anyone, and it's really, here's the bottom line of ethical sales. It's called sell to the people that have already decided to buy.
Oh,
That's what makes businesses
priceless.
grow so fast. If all you have to do, you don't really have to sell people. I definitely teach that. But if you're, going out and you're just speaking to baby boomer Hispanic business owners who don't know how to get their computer to speak Spanish, there's really not a lot of to selling you need to do. Yeah. You're in the business of finding the people that already want what you're selling.
Understand.
That's huge, because when you sell, you are transactional, and it's a transaction will end.
And I don't want people to ever sell again.
Yeah.
That's another
Selling
element of the
worst.
Flourish formula.
Yeah.
It's really just getting, really offering the solutions to the people that have already decided to buy.
They have the emotion there. They want that. They want it emotionally.
Look, if you're a baby boomer Hispanic business owner and you're still doing your business on pads of paper, imagine how frustrated you are.
Yeah.
And for merely $1,000, you could literally have somebody come in, set up your computer, get it all ready, teach you how to use it.
And get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. Get it done.
Yeah, and flourish.
Yes.
So you have the
Yes.
time to really celebrate and
that.
enjoy
I
your
like
life.
that. Because then you can balance the fun, the family, the finances, and the
faith.
The faith.
And because of all
Yes.
that, we together in our Flourish family can help create a future,
Yes.
really where
Yes.
everybody wins.
So have we answered your questions, caller?
Answered them, and I'm super excited.
I'm so happy.
Awesome. That's so great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
And so if you're an established business owner, meaning you've been in business at least 2 years, and you earn your living from your business, and you understand that to grow your business, you're going to have to do some different things, and you're going to have to do new things. And you understand you're going to need to have money in a budget.
Right.
And you're also going to need to have the emotional intimacy to really get real with yourself so that you really flourish. Please apply for a strategy session.
Yeah, please, absolutely. We are going to be right back with our Who's Who in the Seat today. We are so happy to have Ms. Eli Davidson, and we're going to come back with the top 10 of how you get from here to reaching your maximum potential. You are watching Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
Welcome back. You are listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, and today we have been talking about how you reach your maximum potential. Hopefully, you know what to do, you know how to focus, and you know how to flourish by now. So we're going to make sure that you have all the digits that you need to have for today. You know how to reach us. We are at www.rmconlive.com. And we're here every Tuesday. Now, today we had just a little bit of stretch because we started about a little after 1, and we normally start at noon. So, and if you need to go to our website, it's dpriceassociates.com. Anything that you missed today that we can help you with, that we can get you the information from our fabulous speaker today, Eli Davidson, go over to our website and we'll be happy to get that to you. But we're also going to be giving you a lot more details how you can work with her and some of the top 5. We were going to do 10, but we got to go to 5
because it goes with F. Flourish.
So
fabulous.
Tell us about the top 5 things that we can go from here to reaching our potential from a flourishing standpoint.
So number one, you got to have faith.
Faith, I love
You've
faith.
got to have faith in your goal. Now, here's a tool. I want you to hold pictures in your mind you want more of. Faith is seeing what you want and being focused on it.
I call that the portrait of your purpose.
Boom.
The portrait of your
Boom.
purpose.
So,
Number two,
to get from where you are to your maximum potential is have a support team.
Oh, yes.
So we can't get there alone. So I like to say that that's family. And usually the best family to help you get a goal is not the people that you share blood with.
That's right.
So make sure
That's
that the
right.
people that support you for that goal, that you have a goal family.
Yeah.
Have a goal family, and that's what the Flourish community really is.
Somebody that knows what they're doing, someone that's been there.
Yeah.
Number
and
3.
Number 3. So number 3 is, you know what? Number 3 is make sure that you involve fitness.
I love it.
So fitness means
Yes.
you can't just be so focused on your goal that you're not taking care of yourself.
Oh, because you won't be able to focus on your goal if you're not around.
Yeah. So make sure that you're involved in some kind of well-being along the way. So
Something
fitness.
like 30 minutes a day? 3
Hey,
times a
you know
week
what?
even?
Even if it's 10 minutes a
minutes,
day,
just something.
Just
Walking,
include
something, yeah.
fitness
Yeah.
in what you're doing.
Yeah. Fitness means food, too.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
absolutely,
Fitness means
absolutely.
food.
And
Okay.
then number four is have a really specific financial goal. A lot of people, and this just, it breaks my heart. They start a business, they're in a business, and it's still a hobby. Do not have a jobby. A hobby that you're pretending is a job. Like, don't do it.
Yeah, we
So
don't need
here's a
that.
tip for you to do that. I want you to look at the numbers. I want you to look at how much you've invested and how much you want to make. And that means put in your pocket, baby.
That's it.
How much money do you want to put in your pocket? And we can talk a lot more about that.
That's
and
a
then,
whole session.
and then 5, the 5th element for you to really get to your maximum is to include fun. I want you to make something fun. And here's a
Yes.
really key element. Every time you reach a small goal, celebrate it.
I like that. It's so important because there's going to be so many things that you are not going to get. So celebrate those things.
Yeah, but don't even go. There's
There
so
you
many things
go.
that you...
There you go. Don't even go there.
Don't even go there.
Don't even go there.
Don't go there. Because it's going to cut. Look, it's going to be there anyway. So focus on what you want. I
Focus
mean,
on
literally,
what
I
you
want you
want.
to see, like, here I am. I'm driving to the bank. I've got that $10,000 check. I've got my new perfume. I've got my kicky little shoes. I'm wearing this dress. My hair was just freshly blown out, so I was having a good hair day. Boom. And just really like just see yourself having more of what you
Yes.
want, and literally just hold that picture in your mind. And then what's really interesting is the ways to get there are going to emerge. Look, I didn't know how to write a book. I didn't know how to start a business. I didn't know how to get on TV, but I did all of them
those things.
because of this Flourish formula. So listen inside. It's going to show you the key.
Did you hear that? Did you hear how you can flourish? It's been a pleasure to have you on the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for all the flourishing tips, for the amazing book, how you get unstuck and just really keep flourishing and get your maximum potential. And the last 5 tips that Eli has been telling you is about how to find the portrait of your purpose. She gave you 5 things. I want you to email me if you remember all 5 of those. And guess what? If you do, we'll come up with something really special for you. And you know where to email me, info@DianaPriceAssociates.com. Thank you so much
Actually, you know
for
what?
joining us today.
I want to
please.
jump in.
Yes.
If you get all 5,
Okay,
then
good.
I'm going to sweeten the pot. So for all of you that email Diana, I'm going to gift you. I'm going to gift you the audio of billionaire tips. So these are tips from a billionaire, the guy that started Priceline.
Did you hear that?
So all of you that email Diana, you're going to get tips from a billionaire.
Who
Bam.
is that?
Kabooyah.
I told you to bring your brain to the show. Woohoo! Thank you so much. We always have fun at the show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of that. So you guys, info@DianaPriceAssociates.com to get your bonus. Have a great week. And Eli, one more time, how can we get in touch with you?
So Eli, E-L-I, Davidson, Davidson. Come to the site if you're, we do have a free gift. So we have free gift for you. And that will, so that's how to get what you want faster. So this shows exactly how I went from $4,000 to $100,000 in a day. So jump on there, grab your free gift. And if you are an established business owner, reach out. I'd love to have you fill out that form. And I'd love to talk to you. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Have a great week. And we will see you next week on Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. Love you. Bye-bye.